Hi, my name is Elaine Williams, and I talk about the tough stuff. I talk about sexual assault awareness, prevention and response, alcohol awareness, drugs, eating disorders. And today I want to talk about why I do what I do. I grew up dysfunctional family. I was assaulted as a preteen, and then freshman year at UT, sexually assaulted, and I also was addicted to food, drugs, and alcohol. And then luckily I'm in recovery, and I've had a lot of healing, and I really love sharing my story and helping other people. And it's challenging. It's a tough subject. Some people don't want to talk about it. Some people have literally said to my face that they think the stats are overinflated and it doesn't really matter. I had a professor say, who cares? Most of the women, by the time they get to college, they've been sexually active forever, so it doesn't really matter. He was so misogynistic, and I had to walk away with steam coming out of my ears. And I have people, it's hard. I just spent 2 days trying to get to one gig in Nebraska because of all of the tornadoes and blizzards. So, it's crazy, but that's not the point. Who cares? I do it because my commitment is bigger than those concerns. I do it because I don't have kids, and I feel like this is one of my ways to give back. I do it because every time I talk, I have people come running down the aisles to hug me with tears streaming down their face saying, oh my God, you told my story. My sister, my mother, my brother, my cousin, my roommate, my uncle, my aunt, my dad. Sexual assault happens way more than people realize, way more than people want to talk about it. The stats are 1 out of 3 females, 1 out of 5 males. Guys, it happens a lot more than people realize, but they don't talk about it, don't report it, even less than women do. Even though it's still a horrific thing that's going on, we are seeing some huge strides. There's a thing called the Cosby effect because of all the stuff that's come out with Bill Cosby. And every time somebody else comes forward, it gives somebody else the strength and the courage to do it too. Before, there was so much victim shaming and blaming and the stigma, and there's still some of that, but we have made strides. But I wanted to tell you this story really quick. I was at St. Joseph's in Brooklyn, and I got to speak with athletes and different grades, and I did 2 different talks to student orientation, and we had a blast. I got them laughing, and when it gets really intense, we stand up and stretch and breathe, because you can't absorb information if you're in fight or flight, if you're horrified or terrified or just like, oh, this is too heavy. People leave the room. So I use a lot of interactive things. I'm very irreverent, but I find this approach really works, and it sticks. It really sticks. So afterwards, I was hugging and taking pictures and shaking hands and giving out emails and stuff, and this one girl came up to me and she said, I used to cut. And I said, wow, let's talk for a second. And she said, I've been really stressed out. I've got the pressure of basketball and volleyball and da-da-da-da. And she said, I really wanted to cut this week. And I said, okay, let's breathe, and she said, but I'm not going to. And I said, awesome. I said, just keep talking about it. Talk about it to your roommates, your friends, your coach, me. Keep getting all of the energy out of your body. And something, there's so much power in just like speaking what you're afraid of, or getting the skeletons out of the back of the closet of your mind and out into the open. They lose their power. So whenever somebody comes up to me after a talk, I always make sure I get their number and email so I can follow up with them, especially if they have shown distress, tears, whatever. I'm not a counselor, but I get people. I make sure we get people to the right person. That's one of the things I do. I don't know of any other speaker that does that. I follow up because I really, really care. I have students' numbers in my phone. I text with people. So I followed up with this girl. I said, how you doing? Thank you so much for trusting me. You were in my thoughts and prayers, blah, 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 blah. And she writes me back this email, and she says, Elaine, seeing you, meeting you, and hearing your story was better than 5 years of therapy. I'm not going to cut. And that's why I do what I do. I feel like that's one reason I'm here. on the planet. I should have been dead a million times. Some of the risks I took. And, when you get an email like that and that you made a difference, that's what keeps me going. So if you would like to know more about what I do, if you'd like to connect with me on Facebook or Twitter or any of my newsletters, I have some cool free gifts. I'd love to stay connected. I'd love to have this conversation keep going. My vision is that we eradicate this epidemic of sexual assault and alcohol risky behavior stuff, so we can focus on way cooler, fun topics and missions and movements. So thanks for watching, ElaineWilliams.com. I hope to see you soon.